welcome back to my channel. My name is Kelsey and I'm here today to do week 3 of Cozathon vlogs. Wow. So I cannot believe it is week 3. It doesn't feel like week 3. Now I'm slowly panicking because I didn't make that connection that I was starting a 3rd week of vlogs. Today I have work. I'm on my lunch break, but I don't have too much work to do this week, so that's a relief. As you guys know, in my last vlog I mentioned that I was quite busy quite frequently, but this week hopefully it will calm down a bit, so I'm really looking forward to that. The Cozathon week 2 vlog, you guys will have seen it by now, but I am in the process of editing it. I will hopefully get it posted tomorrow, if not Wednesday at the latest, but I'm really looking forward to that. And so far, that's it for my update. Last night, I just finished The Warrior Moon, as you saw in the vlog. And I read about 100 pages of Alphabet Squadron on audio before going to sleep. Today, I'm really hoping, in the midst of editing last week's vlog, to start reading The Hawthorne School. So those are my updates for today. I will see you later. Welcome to a new update. I am currently 100 and something pages into The Hawthorne School by Sylvie Perry. Like I knew this was about cults, and cults are my favorite element in books. I just think they're really interesting. However, I'm 100 pages in and Claudia is just really stupid. I understand why she joined this cult. If you didn't watch my TBR, just to explain, it is about this mother named Claudia who is struggling to find a way or teaching method for her son Henry, who is extremely difficult to deal with. And Claudia ends up finding this school called the Hawthorne School that will take her son in, and it's been like really helpful so far. And they have like different methods of teaching called forest schools, and I want to look it up because I want to know if this is real. But essentially the school focuses on kids' connection to nature. They let them like run around in the morning, and then in the afternoon they do like other things more allotted to like school time, and it's very interesting. I see the appeal of it, especially as a mother like lost and trying to find her way. But what made me pick up this camera is at 39%. Claudia has this friend named Maggie. Maggie is one of her neighbors in the apartment building that they live in, whose daughter also goes to the Hawthorne School. Maggie was convinced that Claudia should reach out to her ex-boyfriend, the father of her son, so that they could fall in love again. Like, I thought you might even fall in love again if you just saw each other after all this time. But you're absolutely right. And now you'll hate me and never be my friend again. And it's like, I have several problems with this. The first is the obvious. Like, Maggie, are you a fucking idiot? Like, who the fuck meddles in people's lives? 2, she doesn't even know anything about Claudia, because Claudia, according to the book, has only moved here 3 months ago. And at the beginning of the book is when Maggie spoke to Claudia for the first time. So that was very strange. And then 4th, I just think the writing in this is very, I don't know how to word it, like very simple. I think I could have liked this book, and the elements around this book were the writing to be a bit more substantial. And I don't mean that in a negative way. I just think that for my personal enjoyment of the book, the characters seem very juvenile right now. So Claudia not realizing what's going on around her, or just being like oblivious, and Maggie being like astronomically stupid. It's not pulling me into the story in a way that I think it needed to, and it's really pulling me out of the story because of how stupid the characters are behaving. So we'll see what happens. I definitely will finish this because, like I said, it's very simple writing, so I am speeding through this, and I'll update you when I have something else substantial to say. So just another update. I am now 59% in, so I've read about 20% since I updated you last, and I'm still like not loving it, but it's definitely like keeping me engaged for sure. I did look up forest schools and they do exist, but this is clearly not a regular forest school. It's definitely been adapted into some sort of cult, but I think the idea behind this book is really fascinating, and the idea of people who are at lonely points joining something that makes sense to them and revolving their entire life around that to be pretty like accurate. So I'm enjoying like that aspect of it. The writing I still find isn't the best, but it is keeping me engaged enough, and I am reading it pretty quickly. I don't know. I could potentially finish this tonight. I don't know if I want to. I might want to focus some of my reading time today on Alphabet Squadron. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, I can very much see myself finishing this, if not today, tomorrow. Some crazy shit just happened. Hello. So I'm about to join Kalia's sprints. I'm waiting in the StreamYard thingamabob, but I'm very excited. So for these sprints, I will be continuing with Star Wars Alphabet Squadron because I finished The Hawthorne School by Sylvie Perry. So I think, as you saw in the last clip, some pretty shocking things happened. Well, I wouldn't exactly call them shocking because I did expect them to happen. It's just that there were like some little things that I just didn't really expect. So I feel very middle of the road about this book overall. I really enjoyed the book because it was extremely fast-paced. As you saw, I pretty much read it in one sitting. It kept me captivated from beginning to end. However, despite this book's captivating plot, I think it is because the book was so predictable that it kept me until the end, because I just wanted to see if I was right. I just wanted to see if what I was guessing was the correct plot twist. Alas, I did end up predicting the entire plot, but the atmosphere of the book was really well done. I think the gothic setting of the school was phenomenally well described. I really felt like I was there. I felt nervous for Claudia. I felt nervous for Henry. And I think Sylvie Perry did an excellent job with painting the scariness and the manipulation of the cult-like school. It took Claudia a little longer to realize what was gone that I think is realistic for a parent. I'm not a parent myself, but I would have pulled out my kid much earlier. My alarm bells were ringing the first time Claudia walked into the school, and my patience started to wear thin the more that Claudia made excuses for the school. And the amount of disbelief I had to extend for the book to make sense was kind of making it more and more unbelievable. The ending also felt super anticlimactic for me. I'm not going to go into it because of spoilers, but I feel like it was really done conveniently. And if you know anything about me, I am not someone who particularly enjoys like Deus Ex Machina type of endings that are super convenient without any real explanation as to why they are happening. So for those reasons, I felt like the book had a lot of buildup for a pretty predictable twist, a pretty predictable ending that didn't really give me substance, you know? Overall, I did give this 3 stars. I enjoyed my time. I want to make that clear. I did really enjoy my time. It's just that it wasn't like the most memorable book I will have ever read. So on Kalia Sprints, I'm going to focus on finishing Alphabet Squadron because I am almost done. I have about 150 pages left, maybe even 100. So I'm very excited to finish this tonight. Hello. She doesn't notice me, but I'm here. Hello. So I just finished with Kalia's sprints, which was obviously fun and amazing. I'm always happy to join sprints and to host sprints. I love just reading with people. I know like reading sprints got a huge resurgence during the pandemic because people just wanted to like spend time with other people. And I think that it works. It always brightens my spirits and I'm always like super happy after. The only thing is that it's midnight now and I'm like rushing with energy. So we'll see what happens. I'll probably do my skincare. I'll relax. We'll take it from there, but I'm definitely like full of energy. Specifically because I have finished 2 books today. So like I told you before, I did finish, I already forgot the name, The Hawthorne School. But the real winner of today was Star Wars Alphabet Squadron by Alexander Freed. Oh my God. First of all, I'm just gonna insert a clip of me finishing it on the sprints because I was shaken by the last line of this book. I have no words to describe how impactful that last line was. So like I've said, I love Star Wars audiobooks. They are everything to me. I definitely recommend them. If you ever pick up a Star Wars book, the shitty thing is that the new canon is mostly on Amazon, okay? If you don't support Jeff Bezos, I commend you in your spirits. I commend you for your strength. I am weak and joined Audible, like I said in last week's vlog, simply because I need to listen to these on audio because they're so well done. There are the older canon books that I have been able to find online, specifically through my library. We'll see if through this month I can find other Star Wars audiobooks, and I'll be sure to let you know if I can find them on Scribd or on Libby, at least so people know that they have options. I know that a lot of Star Wars books so far that I've checked have never been on Libro.fm. They are kind of caged, or what Libro.fm refers to as caged, and that means that they have like to buy the rights for them or something, and they don't support that, and I completely agree. It's just that I am a slut for Star Wars. So again, the Star Wars audiobooks completely immerse readers into the story because of the background sound effects, and there's a little droid like pew pew pew, and everything is just fantastic. When I'm reading Star Wars audiobooks, I never feel like I'm reading a book. I always feel immersed in the world, and I think that because they're so well produced, it really adds to that effect. And I always feel like I'm listening to a movie, and I'm addicted to these audiobooks. I know I've been talking about them for like 3 minutes now, but I am addicted to them. I can't resist them. It's just how it is. However, I do want to say that apart from how well produced the audiobook was, I really think this book was a great book and a great first installment in a new series. Something I really appreciate about the Star Wars books in general is that they don't always focus on the stories that we know. They don't always focus on Luke, Leia, and Han. Sometimes they do, and I really do appreciate those books as well because I love being back home with these characters that I've literally grown up loving. But these books also touch upon characters that we've never seen or heard from ever. We have stories that follow people who struggle while the heroes are saving the day, characters who feel like they have no choice but to join different factions in the war while the Jedis are getting all the glory. And this is the shit I live for. Who are these characters, these people that are caught in the middle of this war? In this book, I particularly loved the characters. I really liked Erica Quell. I think she was a fantastic main character, and she has a really interesting backstory. She's a defector of the Empire, so I would really like to see how that develops further on in the book and how her character develops, because in this book, you see her struggling with what she's been taught, and she's choosing to fight for the rebellion and essentially going against everything that she was brainwashed to think. My phone keeps stopping recording and it's making me like really scared, to be honest. But anyways, back to what I was saying. Erica Quill's entire team is filled with people like this, people who are itching to prove themselves, have an ambition to take down the Empire, and they are simply doing it in the best ways that they can. The reason that I couldn't give this a 5 stars is simply because the beginning is quite convoluted, quite difficult to follow along, because there are all these new characters, alien species, planets, terms that we've never seen before. It was really difficult for me to get into, and I found myself really having to like Google characters and species just so I can kind of visualize them. But once I got into it, I was into it, and I really enjoyed this. So much so that I did that thing with Audible. If you know what I'm saying, you use 1 credit for 2 books. I'm not gonna mention it because I don't want the hammer of Jeff Bezos to come down on me, but if you know, you know. And I immediately picked up the audiobook for Shadowfall. I am so excited to read this. Coming off of that ending, I need to pick this up. I'm immediately enamored with this. I need it. As you can see, we have 2 badass women on the cover. I believe this is Erica Quell, and I think this is Kaz. I'm not 100% sure. I do need to look at the descriptions of the characters in order to understand who exactly is on these covers, but I am appreciating the feminism in Star Wars December this month, so. But that's it for this update. Oh, I also wanted to say that I'm going to start Hold the Night, Fast the Wolves by Meg Long. This is an arc I have that comes out in January, but since it's winding down and it's getting cold and snowy, I think it might be the perfect time to start this. And that way I'll be reading it for like the perfect season, and I don't have to worry about like it being the right time, wrong book. So that'll be my update for tonight, and I will see you tomorrow. Hello, time for a small update. I haven't read, I'm still working currently, but I had 2 exciting things happen to me today. The first is that we had our work Christmas party, so we did a little gift exchange. I finally got Gear Breakers by Zoe Hannah Mikuta, and I'm excited. I have been looking forward to this book for so long. If you don't know this about me, I have 2 animes that are my comfort animes. I watch them a lot. Digimon, 1. But Neon Genesis Evangelion is one of my favorite animes of all time. If you watched my video game-a-thon, I did read the manga. I explained and I went, I think, on like a mini rant about how much I love Neon Genesis Evangelion. So it is a big part of my anime loving. And I love mechas. I think I explained this also when I read Iron Widow. I just like mecha shit. I just think the concept of mecha robots and kids riding in them, fascinating, my joy. So the shadow of Godolia's tyrannical rule is spreading, aided by their giant mechanized weapons known as wind-ups. War and oppression are everyday constants for the people of the Badlands, who live under the thumb of their cruel Godolia overlords. Erish Shidanai is a gearbreaker, a brash young rebel who specializes in taking down wind-ups from the inside. When one of her missions goes awry, she finds herself in a Godolia prison. There, Eris meets Sona Steelcrest, a cybernetically enhanced wind-up pilot. At first, they see each other as mortal enemies, but they soon discover that Sona has a secret. She has intentionally infiltrated the wind-up pilot program in order to destroy the Godolia from within. I'm so excited. And if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure this is sapphic as well. So very excited about that. And then in the mail, I did it, guys. I did it. I bought Ice Planet Barbarians by Ruby Dixon. I've just been hearing so much about this. People who have been reading this have really enjoyed it. So the cover is beautiful. I just decided to take a chance on this like spicy sci-fi romance, and I'm very intrigued to pick this up. It is the winter season, so mayhaps I will read this in January. Mayhaps I will read it today. Only you will know, and whoever else watches this. From what I understand, this is a story about a group of women who are being chased by aliens, and then they crash land on another alien planet. And on this alien planet, they find love with alien barbarians. So Read with Zoe, I think, has read the entire series, and she was the main person who I saw actively reading this and enjoying it. And one of my IRL friends, Danica, she also recommended this to me. So I think it's just gonna be like a fun little like escapist novel, and I'm here for it. I'm ready for alien sex. I also saw this TikTok, which I will insert now. And I think that perfectly encapsulates everything that I am and everything I value. We'll see when I read it, hopefully soon. But that's my update for today. 2 great books in the haul, and we'll see later if I end up reading today. Bye! Hello, so yesterday I did get 60 pages into Cold the Night, Fast the Wolves. It's okay. You know when you start reading a book and you feel like it's a DNF? I do get this sometimes. I was gonna say I don't, but I do get this sometimes, and often it's when I know I'm gonna rate books 2 stars or less, sometimes 3 stars, and I just don't feel like this book is going to be more than that within the first like 60 pages of reading it. And that makes me really sad. Because it is an advanced reader copy, and I don't know, I feel bad when I want a DNF arcs because they haven't even like come out yet. And I feel like awful, and I don't know how to handle the situation. I've rated 2 arcs 1 star in my reading experience. This one I think is gonna be like a 3 star. But when I'm not vibing with a book, I feel bad, man. I hate it. I know I come off like very like chill and nonchalant, but like it actually really gives me anxiety when I don't like a book and it's an advanced reader copy, because I don't know what to do. So we'll see. I mean, I'm only 66 pages in, so I shouldn't be like too apprehensive about it. It could definitely surprise me. I always tell myself this so that I keep reading books that I'm not vibing with. Microsoft Teams, am I right? So we'll see how it goes. I will continue reading it just because I feel like I need to. And then just as a Star Wars update, I have not started this book yet just because I didn't have time these past few days to listen to it on audio. But I definitely want to make a dent in this because the ending was phenomenal. I need to start this right away. So my goals today are obviously to work, because I love my job, to any of my coworkers watching this, but also to make a dent in these 2 books when I'm done work. So an update. I just read until about page 200 of Cold the Night, Fast the Wolves. It's okay. I mean, the main character, Senna, she's kind of dealing with a like gangster situation where she owes the guy money, so she has to help like heal his, sorry, this is more comfortable for me right now, where she has to like heal his wolf, and she is like half of what I'm assuming is like the indigenous peoples of this planet, which I'm not 100% sure how I feel about this, but we'll let it go, I guess. And half like the like corporation or colonist, I guess you could say, people of the planet. So basically she's tasked with healing this wolf because the gangster guy wants her to heal the wolf in like the natural ways and not like the new ways. Anyways, whatever. So she kind of like escapes and becomes a part of this like crew who's trying to do scientific research on this race that happens every year on this planet that the gangsters guys are also partaking in. The world building is a little confusing, as you can see. I don't completely understand why this race is happening, but it just happens every year. So it's okay, like pretty standard 3-star YA, I think, in my eyes. I really like the actual wolf character of the book named Iska. I think she's really sick. I think she's a cool wolf. She's really motivated to keep Senna safe, and she really cares about protecting her. So last night, in the middle of me giving you guys an update, my boyfriend came home from his friend's house and I immediately got distracted, so I forgot to continue speaking. I don't really remember what I was talking about, sorry. But I know it was about Cold of the Night, Fast the Wolves, and about how, I think I was just describing the plot. So there's nothing really else to say. I think it's fairly average reading, I guess. Right now, since I'm working, I'm gonna listen to the audiobook of Star Wars Shadowfall, which is the second book in the Alphabet Squadron series. I'm pretty sure it's a trilogy, but for now I only have the first 2 books. And as you saw in, was it this week? I guess it was this week. I really enjoyed Alphabet Squadron. So I'm itching to pick this up. I haven't picked it up in the last 2 days just because I didn't have time for audiobooks, but I definitely have like a much slower day today. I could take the time to listen to an audiobook while I do some like housekeeping, stuff like that. So definitely excited to pick this one up. If my voice is a little scratchy, I literally just woke up, so I'm super tired right now. And it's like such an ugly day, super windy and dark, so just all the artificial lighting is going on in my house right now and not natural light. But yeah, that's it for this update currently. I will let you know if something interesting happens. I have a feeling this week's vlog is gonna be boring. I know I've been saying that about every week, but I feel particularly nervous about this one, especially because I could feel like my mental health draining quite a bit. This is not something I talk about often, but the pandemic has really affected me. I'm a big extrovert, so staying inside all the time, not surrounded by people, has been really affecting me. Something that has been helping me is going back to work, seeing my friends, seeing my coworkers, and the Quebec government just asked that we all stay home again from work. So not that I filmed it for the vlog anyways, you know, going out with my coworkers or whatever, but going back to work had definitely been helping me these last few months, and I feel like I just feel sad. So now that I'm not going in, I feel like I can't even film the metro. I can't even film the bus taking off. Big things in my B-roll footage that you're not gonna get. We're just gonna get these walls, baby. So update, I just got to the 100-page mark in Shadowfall. Like with the last book, the audiobook, fantastic, amazing, breathtaking, really keeps me engaged, like a movie, yada yada yada. The story is like with the first book, honestly a little bit hard to get into because I'm trying to keep up with the different politics and where they are moving like in the world and what they are doing, you know, kind of thing. I'm very interested to see the revelations that are going to come out. I think 2 characters are hiding some pretty big intentions, and I'm interested to see how that develops in the book. So this one's going, or at least it feels pretty fast in regards to pacing of the novel. So I'm really excited to see how that picks up. I'm really hoping this doesn't experience, because it's a trilogy, I'm hoping that it doesn't experience like middle book syndrome, but we'll see. So far, so good, and I'm really happy about it. Other than that, I'm probably going to pick up Cold the Night Fast the Wolves today also, because I really just want to finish it, and I have like 160 pages left, so I can definitely get through that today and then start something else. I did want to start another Star Wars book, but I don't know if reading Star Wars and listening to Star Wars at the same time is too much Star Wars. But there is one book that I forgot to mention in my TBR that I really want to get to before the year ends, and that's Bridge of Souls by Victoria Schwab. Victoria Schwab is my favorite author. I have not read this book. It came out this year. I'm pretty sure it came out in March. When did you come out? It came out this year. Why doesn't it say when did? Doesn't it usually say the months? Anyways, I'm pretty sure this came out in March. It's a middle grade novel. It's the finale of this series, so I think I can just bang this out in one day also. I had big dreams when I said I was going to do that in the Thrillthon, and I didn't. I'm hoping that I can do so within this vlog. So I haven't updated in a while. I did go to my friend's house yesterday to have Friendsmas, so I'll insert the one clip I took of me in the bathroom because I looked nice. But that's it. That's all I really have to offer from last night, besides like driving in the snow. But the good thing is that in the last 2 days, I did manage to start and finish Bridge of Souls by Victoria Schwab, and I really like this. I ended up giving it 4 stars. I'm not going to get too much into details about what I thought about the book because it's the 3rd and final book in the Cassidy Blake series, which I have loved overall. I gave all of them in the series 4 stars. They are all a middle grade series that follows a young girl named Cassidy Blake who, when she died or almost died a couple of years ago, she was able to have the power to walk between worlds and help ghosts move on into the other side. Something that Cassidy has been dealing with since book 1 or 2, I can't really remember, is some sort of death being following her around and wanting to take her back to the land of the dead. So I think this one was really well done. It takes place in New Orleans, which is a city that I absolutely love. The season of Coven on American Horror Story that takes place in New Orleans, I absolutely love that season. I think New Orleans is filled with such an interesting history, and part of that history comes with the trauma that New Orleans has gone through and the kind of ghosts that live there and are rumored to still be presiding. So overall, I thought this was really great. Victoria Schwab has a really great way of writing in all 3 age groups. I read all of her books. So I read her adult books, YA books, and middle grade books, and I think she really captures the writing style in all 3. I think she does an excellent job in all 3. Obviously, I'm a little biased because she is my favorite author of all time, but yeah, I really did enjoy this. I think the finale ends quite well. The way she's able to tie up the entire series. Each book has a kind of like ghost du jour kind of element to the book, but I think there was this underlying theme that Victoria Schwab did really well to tie together in the last book. Additionally, the characters overall, even though they are 12-year-old children, did really grow from the first book to now, and I think the trials and tribulations that they've taken over the last 3 books have really shaped them in really inspirational ways, and I think that this is a great series for children. The only thing is that it is super fucking spooky, and even for me as a almost 29-year-old, this series really scares me, and it could be that I'm just a big chicken, but my god, am I afraid. And since I was able to complete this fairly soon, pretty much in 2 sittings, I decided today that I will also pick up window shopping. The only thing is that we have our Citadel gift exchange in half an hour, which I'm really excited for. We're all gonna get on Zoom and open each other's gifts, so I'm really looking forward to that. Hopefully I'll film that because I'll like be in my room and not like publicly vlogging, so I should be good. But I'm super excited about this. And then I'll probably come on here later tonight, wrap up if or whatever I've read of Window Shopping by Tessa Bailey, and end the vlog, edit it, see where it goes. I'm really hoping that I have enough footage to have like a somewhat vlog, but I really dropped the ball this week. Even though I had nothing to do this week, I wasn't that busy. COVID depression really smacked me in the face this week. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully I'll have some nice footage after this, and we'll see how it goes. friends, so I think I'm gonna end the vlog here. I'm about to go out for a friends miss at my friend's house. It's just gonna be me, my boyfriend, and my friend and her boyfriend, so it's gonna be really like cool and small, and I'm really excited. I made some food, so I'm going to end it here. I thought I was going to be able to read a bit of window shopping, but I ended up having to like cook a bit. I do want to close out this vlog properly and talk about all the books that I finished this week. So the first book that I was able to finish was Star Wars Alphabet Squadron, which I ended up giving a 4 stars. As you saw, I really enjoyed it, especially the later half of the book. The audiobooks are phenomenal and the story was really engaging and captivated me enough to start Shadowfall right away. So in this vlog, I only got about 100 pages into this, but I do plan on reading it more tonight when we get home. So this will definitely be finished in next week's vlog. I also ended up finishing an arc for The Hawthorne School by Sylvie Perry, which I did not like that much, and I ended up giving it 3 stars. It was okay, engaging, read it in almost pretty much one sitting, but had nothing of substance really there that I could cling to. Similarly, I did also finish an arc for Cool the Night, Fast the Wolves by Meg Long, and I gave this a 2.5 stars. I didn't really enjoy it that much. Yeah, I already explained pretty much how I felt about it. And then I also finished today Bridge of Souls by V.E. Schwab, which I obviously gave 4 stars. So overall, an okay, pretty average week. I had 2 great reads and 2 so-so reads. So that's it for now. I really hope you enjoyed this vlog. If you read any of these books, please let me know down below so we could chat about how we feel about them. And that's it. If you would like to follow me on any of my other social medias, I do leave a link down below to my Twitter, Goodreads, and Instagram if you would like to follow me there. I really hope that you have a happy holidays and enjoy the time off that we all desperately need during these times. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell because it does wonders for my channel and makes me feel really special. But that's it. I don't know how to end these things, so I will see you next time. Bye!